About to leave, already packing, come with me.
Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. It's early morning and I was actually going to go to gym and do heavy squats today, but I had a really disturbed sleep. I had a lot of trouble getting to sleep and then staying asleep. So I just don't feel 100%. I've decided I'm just gonna do a little booty workout at home. I'm just gonna use these booty bands. I've definitely used them in another video. Just finishing my pre-workout. Well, I finished it. As you guys know, I take Oxy Shred. The reason why I take this, it's actually a fat burner, but I take it as a pre-workout because it's got all the fat burning stuff in it, which I want. And it's also got caffeine in it. It enhances your mood, but it's not gonna give you that pre-workout feeling, you know, like the jitters and that sort of stuff. So that's why I always take that one, as you guys know, and I take it about 20 minutes before my workout.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss now. I'm done living life with the lights up, done with my own doubts.
Can you see me sweating so much? Oh my gosh. That was awesome. I feel good. So hungry though. It is breakfast time for sure. Just starting the day with this omelette, and then I just topped it with avocado and a bit more nutritional yeast. And like I said, this breakfast has been amazing since coming back from the Maldives and having those sugar cravings. I find when I have a savory breakfast, I don't crave sugar as much. Also, I'm starting my breakfast always really high fat. So obviously the veggies are carbs, but staying away from oats and that sort of thing, bananas, that sort of thing. I'm finding when I start my breakfast really high fat and savory food, like I said, it helps with the cravings, but also I'm so full for so much longer and I don't feel like I need to snack or anything like that. And also high fat is really good for your hormones and health. So before I have a shower and get out of my gym gear, I wanted to show you my gym gear. So I always get asked about these little crop tops. I really love high-waisted gym gear that holds everything in, holds the booty in, and then wearing a crop that is, a top that is just long enough so you just have a little bit showing. So I'm obsessed with these tops. If you have me on Instagram, you would see that I wear them all the time. And this is all from the brand called Aura Eve, and they're actually the same brand as the booty bands that you saw me working out this morning, which I want to show you too. You probably would have seen maybe I don't know how many videos ago, but I've actually used these booty bands before. I have a pink pair. They kindly sent me another purple pair, which was very lovely of them. But I have a pink pair that I've had for maybe 3 years, ever since I was in uni, and I use and love them. They're so good for home workouts. So using these booty bands, they hook up each other and they just create resistance. So when you are doing a home workout, you're actually getting a lot more benefit out of them, and also you can take them on holidays and stuff like that. Also, they sent me these little bands. They have so many different uses. If you actually go on their website and their Instagram, they have so many free workouts, which was awesome. Cute little pink top. And they sent me another one of these tops. You've probably seen me in this one. And then I also got some pink tights from them. So these are the tights, and as you would have seen this morning, they're completely squat proof. This is the pink crop, zipped up, or you can have it like half zipped. But I love this crop because it's actually long enough to wear as a top. So it's also a sports bra and a crop, and it's got really nice soft material. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that. If you do want anything, I'll leave like the links and all that good stuff in the description bar below. But I'm gonna go have a shower because I'm still all sweaty from my workout and it's gross. So I'm just gonna cook a bit of lunch. I'm gonna cook this Greek oregano baked chicken. It looks delicious and I'm super hungry. There we go. I chose this one because it's only 35 minutes, which is great.
Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now.
So while my veggies are cooking, I just thought I'd talk about meal timings and how I sort of eat for certain workouts and that sort of thing, because it is a question I get asked a lot. So a little breakdown: I train fasted. I always have, and that stems from having to wake up early. I personally, so when you wake up at 4:40, I personally can't sit there and eat a meal, and also I want to wake up the latest, like get more sleep, so I don't have time. So I've always trained fasted, and then I think it's just my body is used to that. And now when I try and train in the afternoon with food in my stomach, I feel like heavy and gross and my body just doesn't like it. Whereas I know some people, they literally, like, they can't train. Like my friend Isabel, she has to like have some nuts or a banana or something like that. Otherwise she can't train. So I don't think there's like a wrong or right way in regards to that. I think it's more what your body is used to and what feels good for you and what works in with your routine. So I just want to tell you guys about how I eat for my training. So because I do train fasted, and also that training could be strength training, which is using a lot of energy. If I know I'm going to do a heavy strength session the next day, I make sure my dinner the night before has really good sources of protein, fats and carbs. Make sure I have energy for that session. Whereas if I'm going to have a rest day or just like go for a walk or do something that isn't as hectic, I will have a meal with not as many carbs. That's personally how I do it, and it works extremely well for me. I think you need to try and see what works for you. So for example, if you're training fasted and you feel like you have no energy, you definitely need to change up the meal before the night, like the dinner. Makes no sense. Or try eating in the morning or something like that. So the way I've been doing it recently is my breakfast is always really high fat, and that works really well for me. I read that Genius book and they sort of explain like starting your day with a high fat meal is so good for your brain and hormones and all that sort of stuff. So I've been doing that and it's working really well for me. So again, this is me personally.
It it's just what I do.
And it's more about intuitively thinking, oh, when I had this meal and then I trained, I felt this sort of way. Or, you know, I need to eat less because I felt sluggish, I didn't feel good. Some people, like energy-wise, do so much better when they eat carbs, so like really starchy carbs. I personally don't eat a lot of starchy carbs, but I will include some of them if I'm doing a really hard training session.
No, nothing can break me.
And this is something that I found works really well with HelloFresh because there's such like a variety of meals. So some of them are like really low carb, just salad, meat and veg, and then some of them include, you know, the potato, so this sort of meal, and then some of them are like high carb, starchy, include like rice and stuff like that. So I love having the variety, and I will sort of make the meals according to my workouts. So I'll do a little example. So the menu this week, there was the ducker crusted chicken. So this is something that I would eat at night when I'm not doing a heavy strength session. Here's another salad. So this is another one that I would do when I'm not really doing a heavy strength session, doing something light or even HIIT. This meal has obviously a bit more starches with the potato in it. During the day, I always at lunchtime include starches, not starches, just make sure I have good carbs because obviously I know I'm going to use the energy. Then this one includes rice, so this is something I would have on if I'm about to do like a really heavy squat day or something like that. So again, I think it's more just about finding what works for you, experimenting with higher carb meals, high fat meals, and that sort of stuff. Seeing how you feel, see how you feel mentally. So just sort of experiment with food and find what works for you, because what works for me won't necessarily work for you. I'm really lucky in the regards of I've kind of found this routine at the moment where my training is great. I'm really loving all my food. Everything is just meshing really well. But in saying that, I feel like that took a while to like find that and like know my body. So don't get disheartened when you don't sort of find that balance and what works for you straight away. It does take so much time, but when you do find what works for you and your training and that sort of stuff, it feels good and it just like works. So yeah, something to think about. This looks so good. So this is the sort of final product. Got my greens, potato, and chicken. Delicious. And that's another thing, guys, the reason why I love HelloFresh so much. It takes out the decision making. So I already know like my low carb meals, my high carb meals. It gives it to me, and then I just plan them according to my training days. And it's Wolf is crying because I've got food. This is my life. It's not your dinner time yet. No, it's not. If you want to try HelloFresh, I do have a 50% off code, and try it out, see how you go, and plan the meals according to your training days and see how you feel and then adjust them. That meal was, oh, I don't know what's happening in my hair. That meal was so delicious. I'm just finishing off taking my T432 Plus and my multi-food. I take these two after every single meal. I eat 3 times a day. If you don't know what they are, I'll put them in the description bar, but I feel like I talk about them all the time, so I'm not, but I'm taking those. Do you want to go for an afternoon walk? Is that what you want? Yeah, would you like that? Would you like that? Yeah, okay. All right. Just because you've been such good boys today, yeah.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
Yum. So this is my dinner tonight, guys. I just whipped this up. I've just got some leftover roast veggies from lunch, and then I just cooked up some more greens, and I cooked these in butter, salt and pepper. So simple but so delicious. I know butter gets a bit of a bad rap. Personally, I've done my own research, and because I'm not intolerant to dairy, I choose to include it. Just make sure, actually I'll show, this is the butter I use. It's an organic butter, so if you are going to use a butter, just make sure it's from a good source, so you know that the cows are grass-fed, and you can see here, so it's all natural, no additives, and certified organic. It's a bit more expensive, but if you are going to include butter in your diet, I highly recommend going that side of things. I've just got some pork steaks and I cook that in paprika, and I'm also just going to add some avocado on the top here. But I'm gonna wrap this video up now, guys, because I feel like it's gone for a bit long, and I'll probably have one of my cookies for dessert, which are so delicious. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else.